Well, howdy. So, hey, I'm Jay Groom. I'm going to be your instructor for this summer class 252. I just thought I'd say, hey, introduce myself a little bit. So, I have been teaching for 25 years this year. I know you think it's longer than that, but no, it's just 25. Been in St. Helens for 23 years. Taught challenge stats and calculus for, I don't know, since 2003 until a couple years ago. Physics and all the other math classes too, here and there. 3 years ago, I took over the auto shop. Something I've always been passionate about is cars. And when my friend retired, I took over the program from him. So, but I still teach math on the side at the college level. The odd course here and there at PSU. I teach OIT down in Wilsonville every term, and then PCC once. I teach PCC class once a term as well. So, sticking my foot in the math pond, if you will. So really enjoy it. So welcome the chance to get to come and teach you guys as well. So tonight I thought I'd do a little welcome video. Just gonna let you know where I'm coming from on this. So the class is gonna be more or less at your own pace. So it's gonna start on Monday the 8th, as you can see in the. You've been told that, I guess. And so start there, and it'll end on August the 7th, which is a Saturday. You can pretty much self-pace yourself. I'll kind of show you where everything's at that you need to see, how it's set up, and then kind of how to go about it. All the videos are there already for you to watch. Some of them were shot, like, I think right here in my little handy dandy seat in my room at home. Some of them were filmed before a live studio audience, if you will, some years ago in a math class. I don't know which one. And I don't know. I guess there's no real point in shooting that bunch of extras if you don't have to. One thing that's kind of nice, I think, sometimes about including those is sometimes someone will say something that's kind of interesting. And that's the thing I miss about teaching most, about teaching when we have to do online stuff, is in a classroom, of course, you'll hear a lot of people say weird things, but other times you'll hear something that's like, oh, that's kind of an interesting question. Let's go explore that. So something you miss out a little bit, I think, on not being in the classroom, but it's all right. We'll get you there. One thing I would like to say is this: is do not hesitate to ask for Zoom. Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday, I will be free pretty much most of the day. So if there's a time in there that works for you, let me know. Wednesday's pretty well shot to heck, so not a whole lot I can do on Wednesdays. And Fridays, there's a little bit of time. So they've conned me into teaching a night class this summer at the high school, as well as my normal summer classes that I normally teach. Um, yeah, so my nights are kind of busy, but let me know and we'll work around our schedules and we'll make it happen for you. Don't dig yourself a hole. Don't get behind. Whatever. So yeah, let's make that happen. So here is the syllabus, which I'm sure you will go through by yourself too, but just kind of run through some things. If you want to leave me a message, you can. That's my message phone. Here's the email, of course. First of all, that's another thing too. If you look, I guess I don't think PSG makes a big deal about it. My first name's John. No one calls me John. You can call me Jay. You can call me Mr. Groom. You can call me Groom. I don't really care. Not a PhD. Just me. So let's do this thing. We'll be doing some Newton homework online. I'll kind of show you a little bit about that if you've never seen it before. Not my favorite way to do it, but it is what it is. So it's kind of an adaptive homework piece. And I will also I'll show you some other things I'm going to grade you on as well as we go along. I will be demonstrating things in class on Desmos and TI-89 a little bit too. As far as graphing goes, a little of both probably. Excuse me, there'll be quizzes throughout the course. I think there's 5 or 6 of them, something like that. There will be a project, and it'll be done over the course of several weeks. So the project is going to take into account several of the topics that we do. Yeah, it's going to be a little creative as well. There'll be more Details, there's a video to introduce it later on. So when you're ready for it, you can go start on that. 3 exams, including the final, will be as indicated on the schedule. The deal is of course, it's self-paced. That said, not everybody's going to get a different test. So you're going to need to email me ahead of time. Let me know. Or I want the test on Friday. Okay, cool. And it'll be a timed test. You'll have a certain number of hours to do it. I think 2. Maybe I'll do 3. I don't know. I'll think about that. But whatever it is, you say I want it this and such a date. I'll have it up there on that and such a date on Canvas, or D2L rather. You'll open it up. Go ahead and do it. And I think we'll go ahead and see where that goes from there. I may email it to you and then have you upload it. I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to pull that off because everyone's getting a different one. But details will follow, so don't panic. We'll make it happen. Okay? So you should be ready for the test after week 4, after week 7, and then after week 9. That's kind of how I planned it out there. I think they're all going to be 2 hours. I'll think about that. But whatever, the final is comprehensive. I may tweak the 2-hour part. Okay, here's what you'll be graded on: project, homework, the quizzes, and then the 3 exams. Now, this is a schedule of what we're going to be doing week by week by week, if you will. Okay, so this week you're going to be talking about the concept of the antiderivative, right, left, trap, midpoint sums, and then the integral is the limit of a sum. I like to come into integrals from a philosophical standpoint in terms of, what are we trying to do here. I particularly like to use Excel or Google Sheets to show you how to do that. I think it's quite obvious that, and if you've seen a little bit of limits, if you've seen just even a skosh of integrals, you understand kind of what it's about, and it's a limit and all this. I think it's easier to envision it when you can change it rapidly on Google Sheets or Excel and see what happens when you do that. That's how I come at it, and then we'll get into the actual, this stuff from about here down gets ugly sometimes. The whole concept of an integral, the fundamental theorem of calculus, very straightforward. That part is a piece of cake. It's the finding of the antiderivative that on some problems is just gross, and some problems it's not possible to do. So just fair warning. So there'll be quite a few methods that you're going to learn, and then several applications that you'll learn as well. Okay, so there's that. So the way I have my class laid out, I can take table of contents here. Oh, for God's sakes. Well, hi, kids. So apparently my internet is down. I'm going to pause for a second. Great. Well, alrighty then. Oops, I got killed. Huh. All right, let's back this train up a bit here. There she comes. So the way I have my course set up will be this table of contents business here. Okay. So there's a little bit of a welcome quiz here you're going to take, mostly on the syllabus. Here's the Newton homework. So when you click on this, it'll take you here. You should sign up with your PSU Google or PSU email account, and you're going to create an account here. So for the first 2 weeks of the course, you're going to get free access. And then after the first week or so, the challenge program lady, Joy, is going to see who is signed up in the course and still in the course, and then she will pay them. So it's free to you the whole time. But for the first 2 weeks, you just create the account and start going. And then hopefully seamlessly after 2 weeks, when they pay it, you don't notice anything. You just keep working at it the whole time. Okay. Yeah, is what it is. There's that. Back here under this, here's our syllabus again. Take a minute to say hi to everybody. Okay, I kind of like to know who's in my class. I think it's kind of nice. And then here it is. Every week, everything's laid out. So on this one here, excuse me. Here are the videos that you're going to watch, and then in Newton, in the Newton alpha situation, if you go look at that, in the Newton Alpha thing, you'll just see there'll be there'll be the homework, week 1 homework, and then there'll be a week 2 homework, and then a week 3 homework, and so forth. So that's how I have it laid out in there. I didn't know how to figure it out exactly to put a link on here, but you don't need to. You just go to the Newton Alpha and here's my week 1 homework. Okay. Notice that you can't see week 1 until you get 100% on the welcome quiz. Just FYI. But you can do week 2. Yeah, no, I don't know. It's kind of weird, but it is what it is. And then there will be a quiz at the end of week 2. It'll cover basically the first 2 weeks worth of stuff. The thing I like to do about it is this, is on the quizzes and on the exams both, you can do them on a sheet of paper. So I want to see the work you're writing out. So the quizzes, typically when I do a class like this, if it's not, jam-packed in, I teach online for Portland State normally, I'll normally give a set of assignments of like 3 problems per week that I grade in depth. But after talking to Steve Boyce, he's like, I don't know, Jay, it's going to be kind of a tight window for these kids. Maybe don't overburden them. I'm like, yeah, I know. Okay. So I'm going to do quizzes. You should follow about the right amount of steps that I've shown on my videos. You don't need to go crazy, but by the same token, if there's no way you can do that without showing the work, then I'm not going to give you credit for it either. Okay. I'd like to give you some feedback on your work. Okay, this is better if you'd have written it like this. Okay. This is a better way to approach it, or here's where you made your boo-boo. That's what I like about a quiz or a normal written homework, so that I can actually give you good feedback, other than, hey, you're wrong, or whatever that the computer does. So that'll be very similar on every week. There's going to be, again, very similar situations all the way throughout. Okay. That's kind of just how I have my class run, whatever. The quizzes, when you put them here, you can upload. This will take you to there. But if you ever wonder where they're at, they're hiding under activities. They should be hiding under here as well, under assignments. Yep, there they are. Okay. And so, yeah, it just is what it is. That's kind of how I go about it. There is a grade link tab here. You can go look at your grades. Not too hard to do. If any questions, let me know. I will say that when it comes to, and then the homework, of course, the Newton thing doesn't automatically feed into D2L. So what I'll do is probably once a week, I'll go over to that thing and get the scores from there and then update it in this gradebook. So I don't have those listed in there yet, like homework 1 or whatever. I don't have those things listed yet, but I will. That'll show up underneath activities. Just ignore that. It'll just say Newton homework 1 or whatever, and then I'll just go in and put them in the gradebook. Yeah, the things that you got an 80% or whatever it is. Okay, and I'll go ahead and add that in. Okay. Again, I can't stress this enough. If you have a question, simply ask for a quick Zoom. Okay, and we can spend time on it. It's not a big deal. I'm glad to help. I enjoy getting to help people. It's a lot of fun. Yeah. So, and if for whatever reason you're like, I'm not understanding whatever it is, let's just do a quick Zoom and we can see if we can teach it to you better. Okay. Glad to have you, and I hope you enjoy the class. Bye.